Continuing with my superhero build, Armando here with DLC Model Builders, and I'm beginning another superhero figure. This is the Green Lantern by Bad Fairy Productions, AdvancedSculptor.net. Same folks that sculpted the Flash, which I did in a previous build. Here he is all built up. As you can see, this is a throwback Green Lantern with the bathing suit style uniform. Comes with a neat base, the lantern for charging the ring, and the ring. This website is Bad Fairy Productions, and the actual website is AdvancedSculptor.net. There's also the Flash right there, as you can see. I've shown you guys this before. The sculpture is Vance Rudzinskas, proprietor. There he is. And he does good work. I really like the Flash, obviously, and you guys have seen it. Green Lantern is the same style of sculpt. He doesn't go for the super muscled figures that Mike Baldwin out of Underworld Kits does, but they look pretty natural. One thing I have noticed though, there's a lot more flash, contact flash in these figures than there is in the Underworld Kits ones, and here's a couple of examples. I've begun my prep work on it. I already washed it with soap and water, and I've been sanding this side, and I've already applied some putty in some of the areas that need to be fixed. But let me show you some of the raw contact flash. As you can see, there's a big step off right there. That's going to need some heavy sanding and puttying. This is an example of what needs to be fixed. There's some more right there. It continues way down the side of his leg. Also, I can tell this was probably laying around for a while. I knew he hadn't casted new ones, but when I corresponded with him, he told me he had a Flash and a Green Lantern, so I was thankful because they are nice kits. But they did have some mold stains on them, just like the Flash. I've been able to remove most of it with sanding. But this particular Green Lantern has a defect here. The legs and the arms are hollow, obviously, and as you can see, this right here is a broken piece and indentation, so I'm not quite sure how I'm going to fix it. I think what I'll do is I will apply some CA glue to get it to stick first, and then just sand and putty it to make it disappear. That sounds like the most reasonable option. Not a biggie. I don't expect these things to be perfect. Part of the fun is being able to fix them so they look nice. But I expect this guy will look nice. He's supposed to stand on the base like this, as you saw in the build-out. And the lantern doesn't come with a handle, so I'm going to have to come up with something, some kind of a stiff wire that I can use sort of like a bucket handle. And here's his head. Good sculpt. Again, plenty of flash to work on. Gonna have to sand that down, similar to what Superman had. I'll have to sand that in the direction of the hairs. He's supposed to go like that. Pretty cool figure though. I think he'll look really nice. So I'll be building him concurrently with other builds. I've got another figure build, as you guys know, the Wolverine. I've also got I'm almost finished with the Cardassian. I'm waiting on the switches. Today I installed the female plug for the power supply, and I'll show that in the Cardassian build out video. and of course the Akira, which I'm very soon going to get back to, I promise. But gotta keep building. Stash isn't going to build itself. So anyway, hope you guys enjoy this build. Talk to you later. More progress on the Green Lantern. Then continuing to do some prep work on them. As you can see, I've gotten rid of pretty much all of the lateral contact flash ridges that form. I've got a little sanding there, of course. Obviously, that's some residual putty. But for the most part, there's some there, but it hides along the fold of the muscle, so I'll probably do a little bit more sanding there. But this is gone. Everything along the sides pretty much gone. All along the sides, and the area of, yeah, that's where the extra putty was. The area where it was broken, I fixed it. I placed some CA glue first and let it dry, and then I puttied and sanded and puttied and sanded and made it disappear for the most part. There's still a little bit that you can see there, but that's not finished. I'll be doing some more sanding. As far as the head, it had a nasty ridge along the top that I was able to get rid of for the most part. You still see a little bit of a suggestion there. Also had a ridge along the side there that I've done some preliminary sanding on. I'm going to smooth that out some more before I paint it. The lantern itself had some ridges that had to be taken care of. I have got some extra putty there. There was a bubble pit there that I've had to fill in a couple of times. Some ridges on this side. Pretty smooth. The gloves, still got a little bit of putty there, but I gotten rid of the flash for the most part, so it's coming along. As soon as I get all that sanded down, I'll apply the adhesion promoter and then the primer so I can find defects and continue sanding. But that's the nature of these kits. A lot of prep work before you even think about doing any colors. You gotta make those surfaces as smooth as possible, get rid of as many defects as possible before you start your painting. Otherwise it's not gonna look good. Okay, talk to you later. Okay, I'm back, and I have completed my Green Lantern. This is the Vance Ruzickas Bad Fairy Productions sculpt of the 1/6 scale Green Lantern, the traditional uniform, Hal Jordan. And I finished the base today, and I can just go through what I did. I won't bore you with all the details. Most of the paint was Spies Hecker. The green was a mix of the green that was provided in the Spies can, which I then lightened and shifted over to olive with black. Black is a straight black from the Spies can. This is straight black, straight white from Spies. This is Tamiya white. The skin was done with the scale 75s. The eyes are decals, and I chose to go with green eyes even though Hal Jordan has brown eyes, just for the hell of it. I just thought he'd look cool sort of being energized by a lantern. The ring is Alclad Emerald Candy color, and so is the lantern. I sprayed some Alclad Yellow Candy onto here to give it the impression that there was some sort of energy there where he sticks his ring to get it recharged. The handle is a paper clip that I shaped into a curved shape, and then I put some CA glue to hold it in place. As you can see, it hangs, but it doesn't swing around. Otherwise, this thing tends to go down because it's heavier, and I wanted it to obviously be positioned correctly. The base I painted with simply some brown, which I created by taking maroon and adding some white and then some black. And this is just the green that I used on him, darkened up with some black. And then I did a wash with some oil black to emphasize the details, the surface details. So that's Green Lantern. I'll add him to my menagerie of superheroes. I'm pleased. I think he looks really cool. So anyway, that's him. Thanks for watching.